Aside from meeting targets, not overspending, making sure services are safe and high quality, while making sure everyone's involved in what we do, our challenge is to keep people well in a place that's best for them, stopping avoidable trips to hospital. We want to share a flavour of how we do this.
It's really well-attended event in Rayleigh aimed at parents of young children, and we had a doctor come along and we talked about those things that are really common in childhood illness and childhood injury, and which things can be managed at home, which things are normal, what things to worry about, when to call your doctor, so that the emergency services really are the last resort, so they don't have to sit in A&E all day, and that we can really use those other services before we get to that point.
I mean, I'm saying to everyone, I'm going to the doctor's on Saturday, and I'm like, wow, yeah, is that, yeah. But I said, I don't know whether it's permanent or what, so.
I think the care coordination service initiated within the last 10 months has been a great success. It's a new idea brought to us by the CCG. We had to respond quickly. It's now operating across the 4 localities, working with primary care clinicians to identify complex patients, patients who might be at risk, putting in place a health and social care plan. We have seen the flow of patients to hospital reduce. We have seen people improve in terms of their morbidity, and so overall it's been a great success.
My mum was very, very poorly because she has got chronic glaucoma along with other problems. She has heart problems as well. So I took my mum to the GP, who did a referral for us to the care coordinator, who came out to see us, and I have to say it was an excellent service that she provided, this lady that came to see us, because she got the falls people involved and got the age concerned people involved as well. I have a single point of contact. I don't get lost in the system, whereas prior to that I felt that I really was in a big ocean with the waves crashing over me.
So as a CCG, we've been the lead CCG commissioners for Essex around domestic abuse, and it's one of the things that I think I'm most proud of, that we've been able to work with our partners such as the police, Essex Council and the voluntary sector to look at how we can make health more responsive to the needs of victims and perpetrators of domestic abuse.
What we're trying to do is put more services in the community that can be run by optometrists, so we can actually see patients in their local environment as part of the Care Closer to Home project.
This is going to reduce them to go to the hospital. They have their condition to be reviewed regularly by the GP, and this is what the homes need. At the end of the day, we are looking for a better care for all our residents.
Physio directs a telephone assessment service, so patients can now ring us direct after seeing the GP. So they'll come and see you, you'll recommend them that they need physiotherapy, and they can usually get through fairly quickly.
General feedback through the friends and family is very good. People are happy with the quick access into the service and the fact that they get directed onto where they need to be straight away rather than being passed around the houses. So it's been really, really good, really successful. I think the physios on the whole are a lot happier that we're seeing the people that need to be seen in the time that they should be seen as well.
It could well be that someone just calls up and says, for example, I'd like to know some local knitting groups, but then that can actually spiral into the fact that they've got less mobility, so they need community transport to get there. Through that conversation we can find out they're actually quite socially isolated, so we could find that something like befriending would benefit them as well. So like I say, they may present with one thing, but it soon evolves that there's a few other things that we can help with.
spent around £130 million on hospital and ambulance services, £28 million on prescription costs, £24 million on other services like joint funds with Essex County Council, £22 million on GP services, £19 million towards helping those who experience mental illness, £14 million on those who have complex ongoing health needs, £7 million on community services like district nurse and health visitors.
It's been a really good relationship and allowing us all to understand how our different working practices are, so the requirements that the CCG have, the difficulties that the CCG have, and obviously how that reflects in primary care and secondary care as well. It has been a really, really good relationship. We're very proud of it, at the LOC.
Generally speaking, there are a strong group of commissioners that we enjoy working with.